Hey guys, it's Tiny Tom Logan back with another video for you, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Valkyrie V360. Strange location for the video, yes, but we are incredibly short of time because I am actually meant to be flying off to Computex tomorrow, so if you are interested in any of the coverage, make sure you tune into everything because we do have an awfully lot planned. Now, the Valkyries were in the schedule for us to do, but things got quite tight with making sure everything got tested, and then obviously Computex being brought forward by a week, and it just upset the apple cart a little bit. Now, Valkyrie are, it's their first range of AIOs with their own ground up design pump. So I was quite interested in taking a look. It's a lovely 360 model. They do a white version, they do a black version. Haven't got any GBP prices, but we were looking at €250. So not the cheapest 360 on the market, but definitely not the most expensive either. Does come with a little screen on the front. Now the little screen is only limited at the moment, I'm going to say, by the software. With the software, there are lots of options for you to have different layouts, but I think the software does very much need you to be able to customize the colors within the set layouts that they have, rather than be just having to change it completely. So if you had one that was blue, for example, when you first enable it, it would be really handy for you to be able to then switch it to different colors to be able to customize your rig, rather than having to change the theme completely just to change the colors. The software is also still in its infancy. There's a lot of we'll say Chinese numerals. I'm not sure whether that's correct or not, but there are a lot of icons there for Asian sort of text is the nicest way that I can put it. So it does feel a bit unfinished, but the screen itself is very lovely. It's really responsive. The only thing that I don't like is it's a double click that you have to do to change anything on the screen, rather than just hitting the layout that you would prefer. You then have to go and upload it to the screen manually, and I think it should just do that automatically for you. There's no need to do 2 or 3 clicks. Other than that, the screen itself is great. The software, as I've said, it's in its infancy. It is the first iteration. I'm certain that it will mature, but beyond that, it is really great. Now, we weren't going to do a video. We were asked to do a video, but we weren't going to do because of very short time. We didn't get prices till very late. We didn't get the information till very late, quite short before the launch. Now, I wouldn't normally mention this, but the reason why I've decided to do a video was the performance, which I'll cover in a sec. The lights on the fans is fairly limited. You've just got the lines around the outside. It is nice that you do have the covers to cover the outside of the fans though, so that you can't see any of the screw cables or anything like that on the side. It's a nice finish. On the back of the AIO though, where the input goes in, there is one on the other side for you to be able to daisy chain out again, but it's on the outside of the fans, and it doesn't really make a lot of sense because it's just kind of hanging there, and I don't understand why you would want that one there when they should all come out the other side. Also, when you look at the front of the fans, where you would normally have them mounted, you can see that the Valkyrie logo is the wrong way up, and I think it should be very much the other way round, and that is the way it came fitted. It came out of the box. Now, with the box, it was massively overdone, really. It's not a square box at all, but it did have a secret panel underneath. And then it had this little slidey thing, which sadly, my slidey thing didn't work, but it was meant to slide and then say Valkyrie. Like I said, sadly, mine didn't work, and I probably just made the microphone sound awful then, dragging it across my chest. But in the secret part, you did get this, which again, is a really lovely touch. I think a lot of people like that mounted in their rig. Could you have saved a few bucks by not having it? Yeah, maybe. It just plugs into an ARGB header. The only thing that I will say is if you do get this and you don't want to put it in your case, it's an ARGB header. You could buy a USB adapter for this if you wanted it in a controller, put it on your desk, put it on your shelf somewhere. So there's no reason if you don't want to actually have it in your rig. So a lovely touch from Valkyrie there. I've obviously got the white one. They do a 240 model as well. Due to, as I've said, everything being super late, we haven't managed to get the 240 tested, but the 360. Now the 360, normally with a 360, a 420mm cooler will beat a 360 because you've got larger fans, more airflow. It's just the way it is. But Valkyrie, with their own in-house pump and this setup that we have here today, have completely annihilated our graphs because they've won the graphs effectively. It is the best performing cooler we have ever tested, and that's the reason why I had to make this video today. Do I have time? No. Have I packed yet? No. Do I still have a million things to do and washing and everything to do before Computex? Yes. But I had to make this video, plain and simply because it's very rare for a company to come in with their first AIO and just wipe everybody out of the park. Now, their own pump, can't really hear it. Genuinely have had more issues with pumps from NZXT and the Acetec crew than I have with this. And Cooler Master, actually. It's not noisy. The fans are great. There's a lot of, at 1000 RPM, you could barely hear it. And I mean, you could barely hear the fans. The fans are great. The pump is quiet. The performance is outstanding. So with this, if you're looking for a reasonable, because I'm not going to say cheap because it isn't the cheapest, but a reasonable priced cooler that performs outstandingly, the Valkyrie V360 is on point. The only limitation is the fact that the software is still in its infancy. So if you can bear with it for a bit and you don't mind playing with it or being patient, and I think you'll be absolutely fine with it. If you like what you've seen already, then you're not going to have a worry. Fit it, play, forget. It's going to look after your CPU. I would say though that I would still very much mount it in the roof because I don't think once you start, you know, like moving it around and stuff, I'm just that guy. Prefer the heat going out the top. But anyway, I'm not going to leave it any longer. I think absolutely value for money award because it performs well and it's not that expensive. I did think about performance award because it absolutely does perform, but I actually think it's really good value for money. I also think that all of the other big brands out there, Corsair, Cooler Master, NZXT, Be Quiet, I genuinely think they need to be concerned because Valkyrie have come in, basically just gone, we're going to do it our way, and they've really done a solid job. So, Valkyrie, should you be buying one? I'm definitely not going to be telling you not to.